Thanks for joining our practice video today. It is Tuesday, June 23rd. It's a good thing I have my watch on. So it's going to be a very hot day. So we're going to move slowly and just kind of ease into the day, or if you're watching this later in the day, ease into the evening. I will remind you to please always have water on hand, along with your chair. My chair's off to the side so we can start standing up today. And take good care of yourself. Remember, this is your yoga, and just breathe into it and let it flow from inside of you. So let's begin. Our feet are about hip width apart on the floor. Our hands are in prayer position at our heart center. Keeping your knees nice and soft. Your back relaxed. Your shoulders relaxed. Feel your neck lengthening as you relax your shoulders a little bit toward the back so that they're right under your ears. And if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes or look softly at the floor. And let's begin to connect with our breath. Bringing the breath in nice and slow and deep through your nose. Noticing how the belly rises and the chest expands. And notice how your body starts to relax as your breath deepens. Now let's inhale our hands all the way up, nice and tall. Stretch here and release the breath. And then as you inhale, stretch as tall as you can. And exhale, twist to the right and open your arms to this beautiful sunny day. And take 2 nice deep breaths here. On your next inhale, bring your arms all the way up, stretching to the ceiling, and exhale, twist and look over the left, opening up your arms to this gorgeous day. And take 2 nice deep breaths here. And then let's inhale ourselves back up to center. Palms together and bring them down to our heart center. Let's take a nice deep breath here as we come right into our full practice. and relax your arms down. So we're going to start with some stretches at the back of the chair. So I have my chair off to the side so you can follow along and see what I'm doing and do whatever feels comfortable for you. So I'm holding on to the back of my chair. So I'm going to start with my feet about chair width apart, and I'm going to come up on my toes nice and tall. Now I'm going to bend my knees, staying up on my toes. Whoa, good morning. And then I'm going to come all the way up, and then slowly come down to flat feet, and bring your toes up. Little stretch for the calf muscles. Nice tightening of the muscles around the knee. Just notice where you feel this. Follow the muscles in your shins and notice if they're working a little bit harder here with your toes up. Let's do that again. Back to flat feet. Up nice and tall. Just notice where you feel this. Now bend your knees, staying up on your toes. Do I dare ask where you feel this? And push all the way up, nice and tall. And then slowly come down to flat feet and bring your toes up. And we're going to do that sequence 2 more times. So back to flat feet. And come all the way up on your toes. Nice and tall. And again, bring your awareness to where you feel the work of this pose right here. And now bend your knees. So your knees may go out to the side just a little bit. Try to keep your back flat. And then push all the way up, nice and tall. And slowly come down to flat feet. And then bring your toes up. Just noticing where you feel the work of this pose. And one more time for this sequence. So come all the way up on your toes, nice and tall. Bend your knees, staying up on your toes if you can. And then all the way up high on your toes. And then slowly come down to flat feet and bring your toes up. And just feel where the work is being done here. Now, feet flat on the floor. Let's step forward with the left foot, placing it right in the middle of the seat of the back of the chair. And let's take the right leg and stretch it out. As far out as is comfortable for you. All right? Nice and tall here. Relax your right hip. I know there's a tendency to hold it nice and tight, but relax the right hip. And notice if you feel a little bit more of a stretch coming up in front of the hip bone. Breathe into this stretch, bending the left knee. You might play with it a little bit. Bend the left knee a little bit more. Just rock it back and forth. Just a little. Breathing in here. And letting the breath help you ease into this stretch. Now let's bring our right leg back. And place the right foot, don't fall off the chair here, place the right foot at the middle of the back of the chair and stretch the left leg out. So the left leg is back, bend the right knee for as close as you feel here. Now, relax the left hip. And again, if you want to play with this just a little bit, bend the right knee a little bit more, a little bit of a lunge. Breathing into this stretch right here. And then let's bring the left leg back up to meet the right. I'm standing on a sticky mat, so my feet sometimes get stuck here. All right, standing behind the chair. Let's just do a little bit of marching that out a little bit. And then let's come to stillness. Holding on to the chair, take a wide stance, as wide as you're comfortable, out to the side. We're going to bend the right knee and get a nice inner thigh stretch on the left side. And then come back up to center, and then bend the left knee, getting a nice stretch in the inner thigh on the right side. And then coming up to center, staying in that wide stance. And again, this wide stance is what you are most comfortable with. Now I'm going to walk my chair a little bit farther out. My chair is stuck as well. And I'm going to put my hands on the back of the seat of the chair. And I'm going to come down so that my ears are between my arms, stretching my bottom toward the wall behind me, and breathing into this stretch. This is another modified downward dog stretch. Just notice where you feel the work of this pose right here, and breathe into it. And then come up nice and slow, keeping your breathing nice and deep. Put your hands at the top of the chair if you went down to the seat of the chair. And walk your feet back. And you can step a little bit closer to the chair. We're going to bring the right leg forward and flex the foot up. All right, and we're going to take the right hand, place it on top of the thigh, and let it slide all the way down. Just feeling where you have the stretch and where you are able to reach. Breathe into this stretch. And then let your hands slide up your right leg. And bring your right foot back to meet your left, and bring your left foot to the front, your left leg to the front, flex your foot up, place your hand at the top of your left thigh, and slide it all the way down. And again, just notice where you feel this. Breathe into the stretch. And then let your hands slide all the way up. And come back behind the center of your chair. And let's march it out a little bit. March it out wide. And bring it back. Hands on your hips. Nice hip circles here. And let's go the other direction. And then relax our arms down by our sides. And let's take a nice deep breath here. In mountain pose, your feet are about hip width apart. Your knees are soft. Your back is relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed. Nice deep breathing here. Just a moment of rest. Now let's inhale up. Interlace your fingers. Knees are soft. Let's lean to the right, full crescent moon. And let's come up through center. And let's lean to the left, full crescent moon. And then let's come up through center, nice and tall. Stretch up to the ceiling. And then relax your arms down. Let's roll our shoulders up to our ears and squeeze. And bring our shoulders down the back body. And let's bring our shoulders up the back. Squeeze. And relax our shoulders down the front. So let's take a little bit of a wider stance here. And let's inhale up. And exhale, come all the way down. Waterfall. Scoop up some energy and bring it up. Nice and slow, stretch it out. And again, coming down, scooping up the energy, bringing it up, and letting it flow all over you. One more time, coming all the way down, scooping it up, bringing it up, and letting it flow throughout every cell of your body. So while we're here, make sure you're feeling nice and safe. You should be behind your chair. My chair is over there. Arch your back just a little bit. open your arms, stretching your heart center open. Feel a nice stretch in the front of your chest. Stretch, stretch here. Breathe nice and deep. And then let's come up, bring our arms around ourselves and give ourselves a nice big hug. Feeling a nice stretch between your shoulder blades. Nice deep breathing here. And on your next inhale, bring your arms out and up. Little arch in your back, stretching open the front of your chest. Breathing nice and deep here. And then bringing your arms around, giving yourself a nice hug, even a pat on the back for making yourself available for yoga today. Keeping your breathing nice and deep. And then let's relax our hands down and bring them up to shoulder height. Let's turn our right foot toward the right. Bending the right knee so that we can see the toes past the knee. Looking over the right fingertips. Warrior two to the right. And then soften your right knee, point your right toes forward. And while we're in the middle, let's come into goddess pose right here. Remember to relax your lower back. Try not to kick your butt out. And then stretch your arms straight out. Point your left toes off to the left. Looking over the left fingertips. Bend your left knee, making sure you can see your toes past your knee. Warrior two to the left. And then soften your left knee. Point your left toes forward. Relax your arms down. Staying in this wide mountain pose. Take a nice deep breath here. And another. And let's get into our yoga seats. So I'm going to move my chair over here. Try not to get stuck on my yoga mats. So here we are in our yoga seats. I am toward the edge of my yoga seat. Nice tall back here. Let's take our right hand, place it on the outside of the left thigh. The left arm comes to the back of the chair. Nice tall back here. Take a nice deep breath. And as you release the breath, look over the left shoulder. Nice spinal twist. Keep your breathing nice and deep. And let's take our spinal twist through center to the other side, placing your left hand on the outside of the right thigh. The right arm comes to the back of the chair. Let's take a nice deep breath here. And as you release the breath, look over the right shoulder. Nice deep breathing here. On your next inhale, bring yourself back to that nice tall center space. And let's go over to the left side of the chair. So my left leg is going to be my foundation leg, and my right leg is going to get a nice stretch. So my right knee is bent toward the floor, my toes are curled under, and I'm sitting at the edge of my seat. Now relax your right hip. Stretch your fingertips toward the floor. And as you do so, just notice how you get that nice stretch across the top of your shoulders. Breathe into that stretch right now. Now stretch your fingertips down, out, and all the way up. Straight up, nice and tall, warrior one in the chair. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Relax the right hip, breathe into the stretch. Now, keeping the right arm up, let's relax the left arm down and hold on to the chair. And we're going to stretch that right arm up, just a little bit farther. Stretch up, 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 up. Relax the right hip and bring the right arm all the way over and just relax into your chair. Let the chair firmly support you, so all you have to do is breathe and stretch. Now let your fingertips bring you all the way up. Stretch, stretch. Nice and tall. And relax your right arm down the side to shoulder height. And bring it across the chest, coming into another spinal twist. Holding on to the back of the chair and breathing nice and deep here. And let's release our hand from the back of the chair and come around to center. Sitting nice and tall. Let's roll our shoulders up to our ears and squeeze. And bring our shoulders around the back and relax them down the back body. And let's bring our shoulders up the back. Squeeze and relax our shoulders down the front. So let's go to the right side of the chair. So now the right leg is your foundation leg, and your left leg is going to get that nice stretch. So bending the left knee toward the floor, the toes curl under, sitting nice and tall on the right side of your chair. Stretch your fingertips toward the floor. Relaxing the left hip. Stretch your fingertips down, down, down. Get that nice stretch across the top of the shoulders. Stretch your fingers down, down, out, and all the way up. Stretching toward the ceiling, nice and tall. Warrior one from the chair. And then relax your right arm down. Stretch your left arm up. Stretch up, up, up. Right hand holds on to the chair. Left arm comes up and over. Relaxing into the chair, let the chair firmly support you so you can just breathe and stretch. And then let your fingertips bring you all the way up. Stretch, stretch, nice and tall. And then relax your left arm down the side to shoulder height. And bring it across the chest, holding on to the back of the chair, coming into a nice spinal twist. And breathe here. And then release your hold on the back of the chair and bring yourself all the way around. Staying at the edge of your seat, sitting nice and tall. Let's take a nice deep breath here. Hands on the tops of our thighs. Breathe in nice and deep. Little rest here, one more time. Now we're going to stretch our legs out and flex our feet up. Sitting at the edge of our seats, not too far toward the edge of your seat. Let's inhale our arms up right here. And lean forward, hinging at the hip. Modified downward dog from the chair. And breathe into this stretch. Just notice where you're feeling it. And then engage your core, come all the way up. Stretching up, 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 and relaxing your arms down. Nice and slow. And let's bend our knees and scoot back into our yoga seats. Letting the back of the chair firmly support us. Easing into the seat. Hands gently in your laps. Let's bring our awareness inward, following the breath through the body. And just notice how you feel after your practice this morning. and relaxing your arms down by your sides. Let's inhale up and exhale down. And let's inhale up the front. Bringing our hands together in prayer pose and letting them slowly make their way down to our heart centers. One more nice deep breath here. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and stay hydrated, and maybe take a nap. On hot and humid days like this, as they're as beautiful as they are, they tend to create squishy brains and tired, sometimes achy bodies. So take good care of yourself and have a wonderful day. And I will see you on Thursday. Namaste.